3 years ago, I received a promotion and a salary increase I once thought was a dream number. That very afternoon, I signed a lease for a bigger apartment, upgraded to the newest phone, and told myself I completely deserved all of this after so much hard work. But 9 months later, I was sitting on the balcony of that expensive apartment, staring at my bank balance, and feeling a terrifying emptiness. My income had grown by 50%. Yet, the amount of money I was actually keeping was less than before. The scary part was not that I was spending recklessly. The scary part was that I had slipped into the smoothest trap of the working world, lifestyle inflation. During those days of struggling to cut back on my spending, I began to wonder, how do some people manage to maintain financial stability even when they are making a lot of money? The answer I found didn't come from a Wall Street expert. It came from a centuries-old Japanese philosophy. It was a completely different approach to what we should actually do when our income suddenly increases. Modern consumer society teaches us a very linear formula. Earning more money means you have to upgrade everything, from the car you drive, to the place you live, to the cup of coffee you drink every morning. Money is used to prove your success to the world. But in Japanese culture, especially among those who practice quiet wealth, this constant upgrading is seen as an unnecessary exhaustion. Not everyone in Japan lives frugally, of course, but their underlying principles reveal a completely different framework. They do not measure success by how many expensive things they can buy. They measure it by how much freedom they can keep. In this video, we will break down 3 Japanese principles that can make you immune to lifestyle inflation. A few of these principles will simply help you keep the money you worked so hard to earn. But the deeper ones will challenge your entire definition of what a better life actually looks like. Principle 1. Hara Hachi Bu, the power of leaving empty space. Hara Hachi Bu is originally health advice from the people of Okinawa. It means to eat only until you are 80% full, always leaving a little empty space in your stomach. But when applied to your finances, it becomes the most powerful cure for lifestyle inflation. The problem with most of us is that our brains hate empty space. Imagine you just got a $500 raise every month. As a modern consumer, your natural reflex is to immediately fill that $500. You fill it with fancier restaurant meals, more expensive subscriptions, or a payment plan for a new car. We automatically spend right up to our new ceiling, but the Japanese understand something vital. Just as keeping a 20% empty space in your stomach prevents your body from being overworked, keeping a large empty space in your income prevents your finances from suffocating. If your income goes up, simply keep your old lifestyle and let that difference flow straight into your investment account. This is not about punishing yourself or rejecting joy. It is about creating a safety buffer, so you never have to live in fear of the unexpected. But creating that empty space is only the first step. The next thing the Japanese taught me is how to protect that space from the pressure of other people. Principle 2. Teinei, na Kurashi. Living carefully and intentionally. When your income increases, peer pressure increases right along with it. You see colleagues buying designer bags, or your boss driving a luxury car. Soon, you start thinking you need those things too, just to fit in with your new status. That is exactly where Teinei Kurashi comes in. This phrase roughly translates to living a careful, meticulous, and intentional life. It solves a core problem for modern people. We spend money on autopilot to buy validation from people who do not truly care about us. Imagine a friend named Sarah who just got promoted to manager. She immediately rewards herself with an expensive handbag. Not because she loves fashion, but because she thinks a manager simply must carry that bag. Teinei na Kurashi requires a pause before that decision. It forces you to ask, am I buying this item because it actually makes my life better? Or because I feel my current salary forces me to buy it? Just a small pause before buying can change everything. Spending intentionally means you control the money. You do not let your new salary reprogram your entire set of needs. The habits we just talked about will help you keep money in your bank account as your income grows. But if you think these are just tricks to suppress your desires, the next part is what will truly change how you view the things you own. Because the Japanese do not just save money by rejecting new things. They save money by redefining what is enough. Principle 3. Wabi-Sabi, when being old becomes a privilege. When we have more money, we develop an easy attitude toward throwing things away. A slightly scratched table is immediately tossed out. A phone released just last year suddenly feels obsolete, even though it still works perfectly. We crave the flawlessness of brand new items fresh out of the box. The philosophy of Wabi-Sabi does the exact opposite. It finds beauty and peace in imperfection, and in the natural wear of time. Instead of hiding the signs of age, Wabi-Sabi celebrates them. The problem with constantly upgrading is that you will always end up exhausted from chasing trends. Everything new will eventually become old tomorrow anyway. The true power of Wabi-Sabi does not lie in forcing you to use broken things. It lies in the moment you realize that an old, worn item carries its own story and a personal connection to you. While the world rushes to replace everything just to prove their status, steadily using a durable item radiates a very quiet confidence. It is the confidence of someone who knows their worth does not depend on the brand names of the things they wear. To build that quiet confidence, you cannot rely on just a single trick. You need a system. Hara Hachi Bu ensures you never spend right up to your new income ceiling. Teinei na Kurashi helps you slow down before making unconscious upgrades just to please other people. And Wabi-Sabi removes the craving to constantly replace things simply because you have the money to do so. Each of these habits might seem small on its own, but when placed together, they create a completely different financial operating system. In this system, your income can grow without limits, but your peace of mind will never be traded for a continuous stream of upgrade bills. You might make a lot more money in the future, and that is a truly wonderful thing. But do not let that money turn into a more expensive collar, trapping you in a cycle of overworking just to maintain a facade. Quiet wealth is not about the world seeing how many things you own. It is about knowing you have the ability to buy everything, but smiling and choosing not to. Because the most solid financial freedom always begins in the exact same place. The moment you realize you already have an... If this video helped you look at money in a different way, please subscribe to the channel. Leave a comment sharing a lifestyle inflation experience you have personally faced.
We were sparks on quiet streets, two hearts finding where to meet. But life pulled us apart, left me talking to the dark. If I called you tonight, would it feel the same? Or have we both moved on to different names?